We have Soul Guard with Dregs, Titan's Gratitude, a tuned explosive, and a Frenzied Swarm. We have Talos of Rage and Fel of Rage. I still don't get why Talos is... Oh, it's because the Slay is armor? I don't know. Yeah, it's because the Slay is armor. But this is weird. Like, this is the Rage symbol in the middle here, this spiky wheel. And Fel has a symbol that is the same symbol as that, because we all know from the logbook these guys are good at asset reuse within their own game. I'm really surprised that we have different symbols mean the same thing. And this is also a different symbol to another one in here. I guess that's also why the Arcus one is so hard to read from the symbol. I don't think I played Dream Quest. I know I've talked about it with a bunch of people at different times, but I'm almost certain I didn't play it. And Seraph Diligent should be fine. Token of a Trader can be really useful early game. It's not so great in main fights because it can hit the floating boss. But up until even Circle 5 has 2 hit point enemies. Circle 6 does as well. Getting an extra thing on Shark though. It just means you end up chasing down steel shops all game, looking for third things on things. Although you just take 25 health, right? They're all paired. None of them are up against Trinkets. Trinkets, it's on its own. Look at this. And then the Magic's on its own. Oh, there's a steel shop on its own. But we might even be going to a banner. Three large stones on a unit. They'd just nerf it and make the unit 6 capacity anyway. Oh wait, it would be. Oh, you put on a 2. Put on a sap totem or something. And take the newly buffed phased Titan channel, I think. I don't know if I'll go into 2 though. I don't think. I think taking phased, even unless you get the seal, I think taking phased 2 and 3 is, and no offering tokens is really hard. It's 9 and 15 casts now. Yeah, it was a really rough change. I agree. Really rough. Oh, the 4 to 9 was hard, but definitely doable. Going from then 4 to 9 to 12, the 12 is usually really hard on its own. And this is one of the biggest reasons why. If I want to pre-hit some frost into this guy, I lose my cast. Or I just cast it out here and I don't get it. Like, he's not coming out, right? I should be okay, but Like he's not playing in this fight with these guys. Maybe we can do it up top, but it was definitely a nerf. It's not a buff. If they're saying it's a buff because they gave him more stats, then I talked about it when the patch launched. That's false. That's a really bad way of looking at it, because you've got a higher cost of entry for the same so it might be this one's a buff. Like he's gone from 40-40 and still only costs 4, but getting more stats at a higher cost, it's a higher cost of entry for the exact same value. And if that new higher entry cost exceeds what you can afford, then you don't get the value. The average cost divided by the stats are less. You got to factor in the increased stats over the amount of turns that he'll be in play for as well, though, because he'll be alive longer as well, and he'll hit harder. But then overkill, there's so many different. That's the thing though, Scott. Does it? Does it have better loot? Not convinced. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Because it's this guy. Yeah, sugar. Oh well. Completely forgot about that interaction. I probably should have cast the other one, because at least that would have guaranteed one less hit. Just draw better. That's fair. Not gonna RNG it, let's just do it. It was Frost Shark Soul Guard. And we've got no heals. And he doesn't keep shards on remold, makes it tough. Yeah, I could have taken 3 less damage and had the exact same outcome. That's okay though. Everything's fine. That would have been a Titan's Tooth a couple days ago. Sad face. What's the upside to that hero? Oh, because it in the late game you're dealing like you can be dealing upwards of 100 frost per revenge. Oh, this one. I mean, 40/40 is really strong, right? I'm talking about the other one. This one's yeah, this one can be rough to get out, but this one's got good stats. But I don't think the late game stats are worth it. Not the 15 incants to get it out. Not even looking at what else is down here. Don't care. It also doesn't take any damage as a 40/40 when it's phased. Sorry, not as a 40/40, as phased. So you can sit it somewhere and it, yeah, it's fine. Hey, have you seen my shark? Correct, idiots. So if we get offered action, which I hope, because I would almost consider skipping the second reward if we don't get action. Maybe not. No, you still take one lot of action. He does his action while he's phased. Doesn't matter where this goes. May as well take block for shark, right? Because he doesn't need all these frosts to kill them. Hey old fart, how you doing? Doing awesome. That's great. Any particular reason for the awesomeness? I'm doing well, thank you. This round went well. Oh, good. It's nice when you can get that sort of feeling from the work you do. I want to take another flash freeze. I think I do. Just with Soulguard having spells that do stuff. I don't know if I want to take a resin removal though. Kind of feel like I need a unit. We do have a Stygian banner here. We get to go see magic. What else would we want? No, resin removal doesn't. It counts as an incant, but it doesn't pull him out of phase. Probably not good, right? Means we can never get Soulguard behind him. Or anything else. It would be cool if we did it and then got a minimizer though. I wonder if we need anything else then. Do we even need Soulguard if that's what we do? We've got a Dripfall. Alright, that's good enough for me. Can't Dripfall the phased unit though, you have to wait till he comes out. But I'm okay with this. It's all sorts of dumb. Shark has 150 hit points. Plus 10 hit point tombs? I don't care. I could probably put burnout on them. Think really carefully before you post the answer to that, Mom Chilo. It's not bad. I mean, it's it's not funny, but it's not distasteful. You know, if you're looking at it from the point of view of a doctor seeing a sick patient, I guess. fine. Just trying to conserve Shark's health as much as possible so that he's getting turns in against idiot here. So this is one of the things where Solgard really lets down as a hero now, and even in the later game, is that the extra shards aren't doing anything. And in the later game, he'd probably still be in prison. And nothing is going to change between this fight and the next fight. We'll draw more because we're taking draw. We might get a couple spells if we're lucky at a Merchant of Magic down to like downer cost. But we're not getting up to playing that 12 incant to get him out. I'm not going to take the Frost path because he's not a tank. Like in this run. So my actual plan, if we don't get action, is to skip. Which is, I guess that kind of shows how bad the change was. We have tombs, but I don't think that's worth enough to intent on death them. Bounty Stalker though, which is good enough to intent on death, but that's the thing, you're not gonna... Yeah, so the stats on Titan Channel is great for killing heavies, right? But they're gonna... The first heavy you don't kill is gonna be long gone already. You know, he's just... it's really tough. So when you've got Sirens, the reason Sirens work with Incant and Totems work with Incant really well is because you're buffing those units and getting them to do stuff on the floor, and they're doing stuff, right? Playing Incant on Solguard's floor isn't doing anything until the one spell where it finally does. And the problem is, like, you start buffing a Siren, whether it's a Rage Siren or a Health Siren, or getting Incants off a Sap Totem or a Glacial Totem, even an Armor Totem to some extent. You're having an impact on that floor that then helps stuff happen further up the line. And usually in runs like Incant runs like that, they fail when you're in a position where you need to cast spells somewhere else. Because every time you don't get an incant on that floor, you're now weaker by 1 for the rest of the fight. And that possibly means that, well, now you're in a position even worse where you have to cast even more spells off the floor. So with incant decks, you really need to be in a position where you can be incanting on that floor. And it's really hard with Solguard because he does nothing to affect that floor while he's phased. Yeah. So a lot of times it's just having a, the only time I've got him out in phase as level 3 was when I had the double incant seal, which is why I took him, because I got it early. And I had offering I had offering tokens in my opening deck, the pack. I got the double incant seal, so we're able to offer into cards which count as incants. So you offer on turn 1 I offered 2 cards, played 2 offering tokens. I think I drew into one with the first one and offered up like a Titan's Tooth, and then offered up a Crypt Builder or something. So that's 8 incants. I've played 2 cards, that's 8 incants. Every other time I've just died because I can't get him out. I think I take Bounty Stalker anyway here, because we're going to need something to do more damage. And if I take a Rage Siren, he's got to go behind Shark. So I'd have to Drip Fall it down, but by the time Soul Guard comes out, yeah, it just doesn't work, right? You think Phase Soul Guard fills the niche of being a non-incant deck pick? But how? Like, if you're not incanting, you've got a champion doing nothing and taking up 2 capacity. You just not play him then? I don't think this is unbeatable. I think this is just... just might mean different choices. Sarcasm? You forgot the kappa. I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not because it's just text. So we could take an Incant Siren because it goes on the floor with a Soul Guard above Shark, and then we're trying to drip them both. I think I'd probably be better off with 2 Sharks, right? Every deck has spells? Do they? I mean, you could get Dregs and Imps. Oh, you're with Soul Guard. So with Soul Guard, you're guaranteed to at least have Foregone Powers. So you're not going to have Dregs and Imps, that's true. But like in this stage, I've got Dregs, and we got Tombs as our common card, which isn't a spell. Yeah. And we could have gotten Totem. No, that's... Yeah, we could have got a Totem as our primary, and we would have only gotten 2 extra spells. Like, it's really tough. And especially at level 3, you've got to get 15 spells out. The alternate was Revenge Soul Guard. And I think it'd be really hard to play Revenge Soul Guard in this pairing. Welcome, Aris Jackson. It's helping me think about what I'm going to do. So that's the thing, like, you got to remember, like, there's... If you're on the top floor, you've got 10 turns to play those 15 spells against Seraph. That's 1.5 spells a turn. So 3 spells every 2 turns on that floor. Yeah, you do. So the biggest difference between, gaining max HP and current HP doesn't count as healing in this game. So you do gain the current too. Unlike, Slay the Spire doesn't. Your current HP, once you take no healing event, your current HP can't go up. But it does go up with incant stuff here. There's also the shield option. But I think I'd take the Rage Siren and drop it behind Shark. if I was going to be doing in Kent. I just don't think I'm going to. I think we're just going to dupe Shark. And hope, pray. Dupe Shark a lot and Dripfall, maybe hold over Dripfall and just duke a bunch. You know, how many Sharks can we get? Does it block with morsels? The phased unit? I mean, we don't have Umbra, so it's not something for this run. Oh, Heartless. Yeah, that you can gain max HP and HP with morsels off Heartless. But you don't want to because it blocks it. You can't life steal, so you're only getting the +5. Okay, so we got action, so at least Soul Guard's now useful. We can pull him out after 4, and then anything after 4 will continue to build up his damage. This effectively gives him a low multi-strike as well. Because his action will get up to a decent amount by the end of the fight, maybe. Plus he will at least action his crappy amount while he's phased. Can we kill these guys at 30? Yeah. So I could have killed this guy, but I want him to hit into Shark to get more frost on this guy. Although this means now I can't play my Bounty Stalker. Maybe it was a bad pick. Maybe we dump him. Daze is also bad here. Yeah, gaining max health is fine, old fart, but lifesteal does it. You can't lifesteal. Okay, this is fine. Oh, I was supposed to do that. Panz. Use brain. Brain has officially... this is not a good sign. We should only take one hit, but we didn't need to take this hit. Wait, did my bounty stalker not even die? Oh man. How'd you die? Heartless. I think it might have been a bad pick, considering what the plan was. We can remove it. I wonder if we can make it do anything. If we hold over a drip fall. I think that's the play, though. Maybe it's what we need to do. Maybe plus 10s on those is better. Because then they hit the whatever they are, kill them. Oh. Spikes is fine. Spikes means the sharks will hit in and trigger an extra revenge proc as well. So the only bad outcome really is Bounty Stalker, no shark on turn ones. On the other one first. The 0 cost first. Because it doesn't matter what it discards, we have the 1 cost back. Of course you would. Thanks, game. I need Bounty Stalker to die. Hey, Bounty Stalker, come die. He's gonna refuse. He's be like, nah, I'm not dying. I'm dying for you, Panz. Why should I? That's a fair point, dude. Can you do it? Are you gonna die? Yeah, he's gonna die. I think we killed him. This dude's a problem. Hooray! Bounty Stalker died. It was much rejoicing. Gain 5 energy when a 2-minute die. What the crap am I doing with 5 energy? No, not random. Take a molded though. I don't know. It's hard enough to kill him off once. Like, in all seriousness, I'm trying to work out. Do I want to get another shark? And the plan is once I drip Soul Guard, then we replace him with a shark on the top floor. He's getting removed. I think it's a play. I think it's correct. That's tough. Is it a win more shark? No. It's very hard to have something that's win more in this game. Usually if you're in that point, you're like, I'm going to win more if I take this. You're probably going to win less. Yeah. I think the only time it's a win more is when you're like, we might win, but if I take this, it increases our chance to win. So now we're winning more likely. I caught my limit, Kizron. I'm just looking at if I need to try and kill this guy off this turn, which we can. Or put more frost into this guy. It's going to gain frost. He'll be minus 14. He'll be on 85. He'll have 7 frost up here. And we'll deal this much damage to him. He gets 185, 60. I think we don't need to. Because if that kills, we need an extra 1 to kill. So we need the action. Does the action happen first? Okay, so... $85, then he goes 7, 22, we deal 40, 30. I'm gonna need to do something to him next turn. Yeah, that's probably the only win more. That's a good point, Aris Jackson, where you're like, yep, I don't need the artifacts or the card. I'll just take the 25 gold, which I don't need. Okay, so I need to drip both of these before I can play Shark. This is where Bounty Stalker's causing problems as well. One, I want to drip Soul Guard down here so I can start incanning. And I want to replace him with the Shark, but I can't because there's a stupid Bounty Stalker in the way. Who's not going to die. Because he's an idiot. He's not dying off now because he's not getting hit because I'm trying to increase the incant. I mean, Bounty Stalker could eventually be actually good. Probably not. Okay, here he's actually good if I want him to be. And I do want him to be, so we do. I mean, in reality, I probably should be saving Soul Guard's health, but I'm going to drip fall in anyway. The issue here on the drip fall is not having the damage now. I've got Dripfall on tap though. If I want to keep pushing people down. He won't be low enough. I've got Hellbong, he will be low enough. So Selgard's dealing 40 and 45, or 45 first with his action, and then 40 with his hit. It's pretty good. There you go. And then we have like a brand new shark with 150 hit points, which against Seraph will be 5 turns of letting Frost tick down. There's also an endless time that we're going to play on one of the sharks, which is pretty good. So let's just dripfall another shark down. So what we want to do is then dripfall one of the sharks down to leave an empty top floor. Endless the bottom shark, and then that then gets played back up on the top. As long as I get Cuddlebeard, I'll be good. No, that's not a good statement. Cuddlebeard will definitely improve our position, but we might be good without it, and we might not even be good with it. I need to be sorry. I just want to make sure you understand. Like, Cuddlebeard's is an amazing artifact, right? But it's not get Cuddlebeard win game. And sometimes, you know, you might already be in a really strong position where if you make decisions that in the attempt to lead to getting Cuddlebeard, you could end up like turning that strong position into a weak position because you haven't done other things that will give you the improvements you need. Instead, you've chased something that might have been over the top. Horfrost was so much damage to Seraph. Yeah, but it potentially lose the Frost against the other enemies. And we're not really clearing. In the fight, we've got enemies on all floors, and we're only killing them on the top. So if we take the Frost off those enemies, we don't kill them and we leak, and that's bad. So Horfrost is really only playable if Seraph is on the bottom floor. Before Frost gets applied to anything, which it could be a lot of damage. You'd need to permafreeze it and then play it on the right turn for that. Or If you permafreeze it, you play it in Relentless after the enemies are gone, and you can get a big boost there. So the other thing too now is, are we going to do anything with Bounty Stalker or nothing? It's just not good, right? Not really in need of gold or health. Magic Shop's not awful. We don't really do that much with it though. We do some things. Okay, so we can make him endless. But we can't kill him off at the moment anyway, so I don't think that works. I think if anything, we have to give him a multi-strike, kill him off this one turn. He's now a 60 damage unit that we drip fall down. I think it was a bad pick, and I think the right play is to kill him off, like just purge him out. The other option is roll for a multi, and if we get it, we could go here and either purge him out or get a second multi, and then maybe he's decent. But dupe on something, dupe on even a shark, and holding the shark could be okay. Like chunking up that middle floor with extra sharks, that's reasonable. It's hard though, right? Does it matter if Soul Guard's in front of him? Probably not. I think if phased units with 0 capacity until they came out of phase, I think that would fix a lot of the Titan Channel's issues. I don't know if it would cover the increase in incant requirements now, but I think having him, like being able to pop him out and now being over capacity, or at least being able to play big units in front of him while he's phased, so you can do stuff while he's like sitting there. I think that would be a good balance. This is the run we've got going is a really good example. We put Soul Guard on top floor. We can put a shark in front of him on top floor to go over capacity, and then if I want, I can drip fall that shark on the middle behind another shark, and Soul Guard, and then put another one on top floor with Soul Guard again. That way, when he pops out, then I can drip fall in behind the other units. Or you can line up a bunch of DPS that are going to be behind him when he pops out as a tank, if you're willing to take that risk. I think it opens up a lot of more strategy and just keeps that balance there. Like the cost for pulling him out, it becomes worth it. Whereas now it's kind of like, who cares? Like, Bounty Stalker. I'm gonna purge him out. What do we got here? Armor. Armor's good. Rage not good. Oh crap. I want a win streak though. He's saying, take me and I love you forever. Yeah, but if I take him, forever might be 10 minutes. Won't he get discarded by foregone power lot? So that's the thing. He's going to get discarded, which means we don't get the stuff. Plus we're going to draw into him. And I don't want him. And I've already got him gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him back behind the store with some food and a ball. I'm going to fix up a little place for him to sleep in so he's nice and happy, leave a blanket. And that way, someone who hasn't gotten him yet will be able to take him sooner. Whereas if I take him now, that's potentially a long time before someone else gets him. And we don't want that. We want to share it. He's a very cute deadweight, but the other option was take him and discard him, which purge him, but that seems irresponsible. All right, you didn't do enough. Taking you was a bad pick, I think, but that's okay. We're not going to carry you just because taking you was a bad pick. And we take Dire Channel. Yeah, 12 stacks. Oof. But sunk cost, I know. I already picked it and didn't put any investment into it. I should continue to keep it. That's right. And then I should also change my strategy to try and make use of it, right? That's how that works. I'm not taking 20 armor here. Not against Shadewings. That's death. Death. And we've got money. But monies. I can feel it. I can hear it in my voice. My brain is shutting down. Too much being extra serious in Monster Train in one day. It was Axe Lady, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was Axe Lady. Son of a... You son of... I should have dripfalled the Collector, because then I'd have dripfalled this turn, and we'd kill Collector next turn. Endless shark do 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 do. Shark do 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 do. biggest problem with Dripfall is I lose a turn on Soulguard. But then I can bring back whatever we Dripfall. Repeatedly. Oh, who wants science? I don't know if I want to science this, but I need to know. If we foregone power this guy and then daze them all, so no one hits Shark, and then at the end of the turn, when the frost kills that guy and he's extinguished hits Shark, and the frost gets applied, will then it go to the next guy for frost taking damage? Okay, we can flash freeze. Oh, it doesn't help. We can drip fall if we need to, the Shade Wing. Okay, and we might not get it. Oh, that's true. In this case, Shark punches him. Ah. So it's an invalid test. Dang, we need to daze Shark. We can't. Well, I'm just going to daze them then, because that saves the most health, and I don't need... Oh, I do need... Wait. No, I don't. Let's just daze him then. Because I can kill that guy with a frostbite, and I don't need that much frost on everyone else, and I want to keep the health on Shark. So he's as high health as possible for here. I'm going to daze everyone again. Nice. Okay. I actually want these guys hitting Shark, because for 30 damage I get 2 Frost Revenges, whereas I only get 1 for 26 on her. So let's go ahead and do this, this. You're endless, so you'll come up the top floor after I drip fall you down. You'll go up to Hellbong, so you get played here, and it doesn't matter because you're dead. I'm feeling okay about this. Yeah, Red Tooth. Aren't we glad that's not a Mollusk Mage? I'm not. We go Merchant of Magic with a Hellvent. What are we Hellventing? Do we... Okay, serious question. I think it's another shark. I think we're just going for a huge shark floor. And more importantly, I want to be able to get one on top floor once we start holdovering. I don't want double endless shark. I think that's fine. Skip that. Yeah, the plan is to try and get all of them on the floor at the same time. So we should have Shark, Soul Guard, Shark, 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 and the back one will be endless and can go to the top floor the turn after. Issue with double endless is we only have one drip fall. And so I can't get two on the final floor anyway. Yeah, they really killed September. Hey, Kizron. September was amazing last year. This year, it's... What's the point? Diligent has the stupid things, right? But we should be fine. It's got the resolve ones. But everything's hitting 3 times, so they're getting 9 for us. So having a plus 10 doesn't matter. So putting it on there does. Let's go re-roll those trinkets, I think. You've been playing Yuli Uff for a while. I'm not seeing it though. That's the one where like that, right? Well, that's nice. That'll do something. Might help us out with a couple of heavies. I could purge 290. I could purge 3 dregs. Or take 15 pyre health. It's never going to be that one, right? Alright, Seraph. I can't stop streaming ever? Oh, give me that bread then, dude. Come on. Okay, please. Work with me. Okay, so we don't get a self-mutilation from this one because of the double hit on Shark here, so that's good at least. Could have silenced one before, would have been alright. I'm drawing into Dripfall next, which is great. I didn't forget, so with Uberbot, it was supposed to be replaced a long time ago, and then I was going to give a permanent sub to it, but I never got around to it, and I don't know. Alright, so I leave that one to get hit by the Hellbong. We kill this one, which will also be an attack. So that goes there. Okay, we'll play this. I play one tomb because we'll have the space for it. No, I play this first because I don't want to hit the silence. I play the tomb. Everything is good in the world. We start drip falling, but we don't drip fall first. We have to run the risk that something's gonna break. Okay, don't discard drip fall. Or shark. I need space for a shark. minimize bottom floor so we don't get a thing. Play a shark. We drip a shark. I potentially could. Now this could be where I flash freeze my own shark so that it dies, and when it comes back next turn I can play a fresh one. But then it's going to have too many. Whoa. Okay, so I want to do that. I can't play my dripfall. Well, I can, but then we don't dripfall any more sharks in. So I might have to leave that. That should be okay. That's fine. Since stream suggestion, it's alright. I've done stuff with their games before. I'm happy to let this one go. I think to get a better finish, we need to. It's not going to do that much damage. We get one shot in for free. 35, 150, and this one, and then two. Okay, that's fine. And we're really high health. Okay, this is good. Now don't get the drip ball. Good. Yeah, Alpha, it's been a really tough run. Plus, it's like my 4th run of the day. And I've been sort of trying to do super serious mode for all the runs so far. Okay, so if I want maximum sharkage... I need to dripfall this one now. And then dripfall the next one next turn, so I need to take this damage. But there's a lot here. Okay. Ones that don't die this turn if I do this. He dies. They don't actually take this much, because if the shark's not there, we get a Hellbong in for 35. Well, you take 16 first. 35 is 51, and then 15. And 35 is 101, and then 14 is 150. No, 16 first. And then... Oh, where's the calculator? You take 16, and then you take 35 and 15. And you hit once. So that's 10. And then you take 35 and 14. You hit twice. And then you take 35 and 13. Is 163. Okay. And then the other guy... takes 21 here, and then takes 35 and 20. It hits once, and then takes 35 and 19. Is 130, and then he hits again. So we take 40. We're not getting a lot of attack in on Solguard either. So the other option is not really, we have to take it. And he's leaking as well. And we're out of... Damn, we got Frostbite. The other thing too is we could just lose the drip fall, which would suck. But then Shark's up here, so it does something. Two turns against Seraph we can play. I think we get there. Takes 13 now. He's not going to kill us, right? He goes down to 84. And then takes 35. It's just once. Oh. Big shot. Thanks, joke. This sucks. What's the record for the COV 25 streak? Narninian has 20 something. I don't know if that's the most. He had 22 maybe it was. I don't know about the some runs can't be won. I think if anyone, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So let's do it. We put in the Discord channel. I'll put a Discord channel. If you get an unwinnable run, or a run you truly think is unwinnable, because you can create a challenge from it, right? Who had 20? Nuninian. You can create a challenge from it, and you get the link, and then anyone else can chuck it in their game and try and beat it. It's a fun thing. I know it's, you know, Spire has a little community trying to do it. Did we get a Soul Guard? Did I get a Soul Guard crown at least? I don't know. We got one more for Hellhorn to go. One for Soul Guard. Two for Umbra. Umbra is so hard. One more for Little Fade. Yeah, so if you get an unwinnable run, pop it in the Discord channel, put the link in. And if enough people say they can't beat it, I'll have a crack. We'll have it on like the chopping board, you know, like or a list or something. Maybe try it once a day and have another path at it. What's the Discord? I should post that more often. There you go. Okay. Let's get a Monster Train unbeatable run. Okay. Well, that's the hard thing though, RS Jackson, though, because you can rephrase, but that means you only get one shot at it, which doesn't mean, because sometimes you might play the same, or different people play the same run slightly differently. You know what I mean? So, and then what you do in the first run, like, so if I go left in the first run for some reason and you go right, but what we get out of that outcome then is likely to change the direction we go in the next one. But you know, it's more likely that if you're not going to get it first time if it's a really tough run. All right, I make a cup of tea. Stretch. I grab a beer. No, I'm not gonna grab a beer. And we're gonna play some. We got more stream to come. We got plenty more stream to come. Plenty more. 6. We did it.